Hey everyone, it's Mr. Nunn again. Today we're going to go over how to find the area of a circle. So before we get into that, we need to go over a couple of basic vocabulary terms so that we can get started. You can see that the radius is the distance from that center point all the way to any of those outside edges in that circle. And it's always going to be 10 meters in this circle. Now, when the radius is 10, remember the diameter is going to be twice as big as the radius. So the diameter in this case is going to be 20 meters. So if you drew a line from any of those outside edges that run right through the center dot, it'll be 20 meters. We're not going to use diameter here, but we do use it when we find the circumference. Now let's take a look at our formula. In this particular case, area equals that funny shape, which is called pi. Now remember, pi is worth 3.14, or sometimes you'll see it written as 22/7. We're going to multiply pi times the radius squared. So let's go ahead and fill this out. Area equals 3.14 times the radius, in this case, is 10 squared. Now, I have to review something really quickly because one of the most common mistakes I see in 5th and 6th grade students is they'll look at that 10 squared and think that means 10 times 2. Check yourself. Remember that 10 squared means that squared means you multiplied 10 by itself twice. That does not mean 10 times 2. That means 10 times 10. Now think, when you do 10 times 10, that equals 100. So let's move down to our next step. We're going to keep that 3.14, and we're going to multiply that by the radius squared, which in this case, 10 times 10 equals 100. All right, now, when we do 100 times 3.14, all we're really doing is manipulating that decimal. So when you see 2 zeros in 100, that tells you how many decimal places you're going to move that decimal. And remember, we're multiplying, so this number is going to get bigger, so our decimal is going to move to the right. And it's going to move to the right 2 spots. So in this particular case, our area is going to be worth 314 meters. That's our unit. And remember, since we're talking about area, we're talking about those flat squares, so it has to be squared. So I hope that helps you understand how to find the area of a circle. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. This is Mr. Nunn, signing out.